This is a historic event, but not, unfortunately, not because of the scale or the nature of the atrocity, but because of who the victims were. I heard about it from a local guy I know who's a local workman, works in the area. He just passed by and told me he'd seen it on television, so I turned on the radio to find out what's going on. But and then, yeah, I mean, obviously a horrible atrocity, but you know, I reacted pretty much the way people did around the world. Terrible atrocity, but unless you're in Europe and the United States, you know, we're Japan, I guess, you know, it's nothing new. That's the way the imperial powers have treated the rest of the world for hundreds of years. And this is a historic event, but not, unfortunately, not because of the scale, or the nature of the atrocity, but because of who the victims were. You look through hundreds of years of history, the imperial countries have been basically immune. So there's plenty of atrocities, but they're somewhere else. I mean, like when Japan was carrying out atrocities in China, as far as I'm aware, there were no Chinese terrorist attacks in Tokyo. You know, it's always somewhere else, and that's gone on for hundreds of years. This is the first change. It's not so surprising. I mean, if you look at, actually I'd been talking and writing about these things before, and it's in technical literature all over the place. I mean, it has been well understood, and it's pretty obvious that with contemporary technology, it is possible for small groups without too much technological sophistication to carry out pretty awful atrocities. Well, the gas attack in Japan is an example. It's no use just screaming about it. If you're serious about trying to prevent further atrocities, you try to find out what their roots are. And whenever almost any crime in the streets, you know, a war or whatever it may be, there's usually something behind it that has elements of legitimacy, and you have to consider those elements. That's, again, true whether it's a crime in the streets or an aggressive power.